Right, this is what the tank looks like right now. All right, as you can see, no angels, just the one big one. There is a dead one up here. I lost one. Well, I lost two of them, and I knew it was gonna happen because of all the commotion. That guy right there doesn't really go after the angels. When they go to eat, they just fly around, and there's constant movement, and those angels were freaking out. And I knew that was gonna happen eventually. So before people come in the comments be like, oh, I told you. Well, I told you as you were watching the video. You know, I knew it was gonna happen. It's just a moment in time. They were not getting beat up. So what I'm thinking is, if I ever do this again, I have to have a bigger setup. We're talking 500 gallons at least, so the angels have a place to get away from all the activity, because everybody's doing fine. As you see for this big angel, let's come on this side, he's doing fine. No scratches, no tears, no nothing, and so is the severum and the grami, the fat arapaima. And for those people who for some reason said my arapaima wouldn't get enough food, he's fat, look at him. And he's eating pellets. So I'm always confused when I see people comment and say outlandish stuff and then say they catfish for years. Or I ask them about the experience and they don't have a personal on hand, it's through YouTube. And that's fine and all, but for somebody that like me who's constantly doing different things and trying stuff, it's personal experience that I need, you know, and that I tried to give. I really don't talk about anything else but my personal experience, because that's all I have to give to the table, you know. So that's, you know, that's just my 2 cents about it. Anyways, the bass messes with the other bass, but isn't beating them up too bad. And matter of fact, if we get a little closer, fins really aren't torn, or aren't torn at all. This arowana is the smallest one. He gets picked on every once in a while, but I don't really know who. The arapaima picks on that big arowana. I don't know why, but that's what happens. It's weird. I love sitting here and watching all of this because of the activity, for one, and two, the behavior. It's weird watching. They just got fed, and I might feed a little bit more. Everybody's fat and healthy, but I might feed a little bit more so you can see. Matter of fact, let's do it. I did the Hikari Cyclic Gold. Everybody's coming over, and they just ate. So it's not like they are hungry, or it's not like that they're starving. Let's switch hands with the camera real quick. Hopefully you've seen the arapaima come up. Everybody's eating the pellets. The severum eats the pellets. Everybody's on the same diet in this tank, which is great because you got peacock bass, angel, severum, grami, arowana, arapaima, and what else did I have in here? Something else. I had it. Oh, and the Senegal bichir. All eating the same stuff. There's nothing better that you can ask for. There's the dead angel up there that I talked about. Oh, where did my angels go? Because I don't know if I told you, they went to a client of mine. I do fish tank maintenance, and I took them to my client's house. She wanted more angels to fill her tank, and I was like, okay, great, because that happened, and that's one of the bigger ones. So that's how I knew that it was time. If my bigger one was getting real finicky and couldn't do it, that's when my cue was to get him out. So we are gonna have deaths in the hobby, and there's no such thing as preventable deaths when I do things like this, because somebody has to go through it and experience it, and it's most likely gonna be me. So I took them out. I'll throw a clip in here of where they are. They're living a good life. She has a nice 125-gallon tank, so they're the big dogs in that tank. For those who don't believe me, they're right there. I didn't have that one, but there's these ones, and then there's some in there. But this is what the tank looks like. We're gonna plan on doing more live plants and adding new fish. So just to show you, they're still alive, and this is where they are. Yeah, plans. I'm gonna keep everybody in here. I was gonna move everybody in here to the 700-gallon. Ooh, and they're ready to eat. But I'm worried about this guy, the Golden Dorado. He's getting humongous. Like, and I'm feeding a lot more meatier foods during the summer, and he's taking off. He doesn't really mess with the other fish too much. As you can see, he's messed up, or she, but it's from the other black belts. He'll go after them, but he doesn't really eat them. The Oscar, the most docile community fish in the tank, is doing fine. The big guy in the back gets messed with, and I think because he's a topwater fish, the giant red-tailed gourami. And if he's not a topwater fish, he just hangs out up there too much, and the Golden Dorado and the other fish go after him. So he's always missing some fin. Not too bad. You see, it still has this color, so he's okay. But I am worried about putting the bass in here just yet. This tank is 10 feet by 3 feet by 4 feet, or close, you know, and I'm still terrified. It's still too small. People will love this, and this is their dream tank. But trust me, when you start getting these monster fish, it is not big enough. So yeah, 700-gallon, I'm not gonna put them in yet. They are just gonna grow in here. When he grows about 3 more inches, he's gonna be too big for this tank because of how powerful they start to be. 8 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. This is a 250, I believe, or close to that. So an 8-inch fish, especially a monster like that, is gonna be a problem. So 10 inches is probably the biggest that I'm gonna leave them in here at, especially because everything in here is growing rapidly fast. If I have that at 10 inches and that at 10 inches, the Severn gets up to, I think, 8 to 10 inches, I believe. Even when that gets to 5, the arowana is going to be a foot faster than we know. The arapaima is going to be a foot. They're going to be way too big. So I'm going to take everybody out of here. They're going to push to the 700-gallon. I'm going to leave it packed for a while, because those black belts are going to get too big to put back in this 220 tall. So real soon, I'm going to have to get a bigger tank or a better footprint for these guys in here. The Oscar can stay there. Nobody messes with the Oscar. They can fit in. Giant red-tailed gourami is going to stay. I'm going to add more driftwood, more hiding spots for the bass. But I got to figure it out real soon. And for the people that say I'm not going to build a pond, If we step back, we can see the all wood stand that I built for the 700 gallon. That's almost been up for a year without a problem. So please watch my videos. Comment what you like. You know, we all want to spread the positivity, but before we lump somebody in, look at that. Built it in a day. So any questions or concerns, I love to hear them in the comments. If you just want to say that you love my tanks, it helps out so much. Yeah, I love to see it. I love to hear it. If you think this is unique, let me know. If you've never seen a tank, oh, there it is. Wow, I haven't seen that guy, or well, actually girl, in a while. I'm glad she's still kicking. Heck yeah. Female bristlenose pleco. So that's great. Yeah, anyways, if you like tanks like this, and you know you don't see them usually on YouTube, let me know. Tell me I have the best variation unique fish tank you ever seen. All right, everybody. I hope you had a great day, morning, night, whatever. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll catch you in another video.